join Teams in the chat window. This is where you can message anyone in the company. To start a new chat, click the new chat icon at the top and enter a name. Select the name from the list and drop down to the bottom and enter your message. Click the little aeroplane to send the message. You have a range of options that you can add to your message. So you can put smiley faces, you can add GIFs, and you can change the various text attributes by making them bold and italics, if you highlight it properly, that is. From the chat window, you can also initiate a video call or a voice call using Teams. You can also start sharing your screen so you can collaborate on a document you're working on. If you want to add others to your chat and make it a group chat, you can click this icon and enter a name of the person you want to talk to and invite them to join your chat. Down the left-hand side, you can see a history of all the previous chats, and if you hover over one and click the three dots, you can pin it if it's someone you talk to a lot, so you don't have to hunt down the list for their name. Let's skip down to the calendar icon. This is a view of your Outlook calendar and shows any meetings that you're included in. Clicking on a meeting takes you to a screen showing the details of the meeting and allows you to join by clicking the Join button. In the Join Meeting screen, you have options to mute the camera or microphone before you join. This might be useful if you're in a noisy room or still in your PJs. Once you join a meeting, you should be able to see and hear all the other participants. Sadly, no one wants to talk to me, so I'm the only one here. Within this, you have a floating menu bar with a couple of extra options under the three dots. Two of these are quite interesting. One is the blur my background, which, when there's only one person in front of the camera, does a good job of hiding whatever's going on behind you, if you don't particularly want anyone to see your Battlestar Galactica calendar. The other option is the start recording. This allows you to record a meeting and save it. It actually saves it to Microsoft Stream, but it's quite easy to find and it's handy to have them all in one place. To end the call, you just press the hang up button. You also have a Meet Now button where you can create an instant meeting. This works the same as joining a pre-arranged meeting, but obviously starts with only you in the call. Using the controls here, you can invite others to the meeting. If you wish to invite someone outside of the company, the simplest way is to copy this link to the clipboard and email them. Now let's look at the Teams icon. Down the left-hand side, you should see all the teams you're a member of. You should at least see my iTeam, but you could have many more. Normally, you'd be sent a link to join the team, but you can click down the bottom and search for a team if you know its name. Once you've found the team you're looking for, if you click the Join Team button, it will either add the team to your list down the left, or, depending on how it's been set up, send a message to the team owner telling them that you'd like to join. Let's go back to my IT team. Each team can have multiple sections called channels. Here I've separated the IT team into the various categories that I was interested in. Each channel has a post or conversation tab. This is just like a chat window, but includes all the people in the team. You have exactly the same controls within this conversation as you do in the chat window, but you can also use @mentions, which behaves just like it does on Facebook or Twitter. It notifies the person that you're mentioning them in a comment. Channels also have a Files tab where you can upload various documents that the team may be working on. Each channel can have a task list associated with it, and each task list can have multiple buckets in it. Here we have the IT task list with buckets corresponding to the channel names. You can think of a task list as a simple to-do list. Adding a task is as easy as clicking on the Add Task button, giving it a name, maybe assigning a due date for tomorrow, and optionally assigning it to a person. And let's pick me as it's my task list. And then you simply click Add Task, and there it is added. Once added, clicking on the task allows you to set some other options. You can set the progress of the task. We'll have that as in progress. And you can assign a start date. We'll start that today. You can add some notes to clarify what the task is. This is a test. And you can also add a checklist. So you could have first part, second part. And you can tick these off as they're done. You can also add comments down here, which effectively forms a conversation. Other people can reply to that, so you can have a conversation about that particular task. At the side of the tasks, you can see some coloured labels. These can be used to tag the task with extra information to group them together. Let's call this one very important. And tick the box. And save that task. At the moment, all these tasks are grouped by the buckets. But over here, we can group them by different things. Probably most useful is the Assigned To option. This will show you all the tasks that someone has assigned you. Strangely enough, all these appear to be for me. You can also group by progress, due date, and interestingly, labels, where we can see the one I flagged as very important comes up there. You also have an option here to filter tasks by the filter that you're interested in. Each task list has three views. The board view, which we're in at the moment, which shows a list of the buckets. Charts, which is a graphical representation of how your tasks are doing, so you can quickly see which tasks are late, haven't been started, etc. And finally, the scheduled view that shows tasks by due date. There are many things that can be added to a channel apart from a task list. Here, I've added a link to the website and a link to a time-lapse video. But you could have links to documents, other document libraries, or even external applications.